Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you are watching the pre-market show. And let us look at the US markets and how it has ended yesterday. So, if we look at the US markets, we can see that. Let me pull up the charts 1 second. Yes, US markets, you can see yesterday it was doing just fine, but after 12 p.m. in a standard time, there was a huge sell-off happening in all the three indices that brought them down. But thankfully, S&P 500 ended positive by 0.2 percentage. Then Dow Jones also was in the positive by 0.7 percentage, but Nasdaq ended negative by 0.23 percentage. So we can expect some selling pressure in the IT index over here. And apart from that, right now the US futures are all trading absolutely flat. The Asian markets right now, the Hong Kong markets are up 0.5 percentage. China, the Japanese market are up 0.8 percentage, Chinese markets up 0.4 percentage, and Korean markets are the only market which are trading slightly in the red, which is down by 0.5 percentage. So Asian markets all are looking quite mildly bullish, is what we can expect from the Korean markets. So overall, if you consider all the factors, SGX Nifty is indicating 17,900 to be the opening. So that is around since market ended at 17,825, so that is almost 75 to 75-80 points gap up we can expect in the markets. So let us see where the markets open today. Apart from that, if you look at the crude oil prices, we were seeing that crude oil prices were falling yesterday, and from the lower levels I think it touched around 85.7, and from there it recovered down. Right now it is around 87.1, so it has slightly increased the crude oil prices. Apart from that, we have the Indian currency is stable at 79.2, and dollar index is at 106.4. Now if we look at the other things, like what you can expect for today's movements in the market. So we are expecting the markets, in case of Nifty, it ended near the day's high, so we can expect some bullishness in the market. And Nifty actually, since it's closed in the day's high, we can expect a bullish momentum, and we're already expecting a gap up. So if that happens, let us expect the markets to take resistance around 17,900 950 levels for today. And on the downside, definitely we have yesterday's low, which is around 17,760, and then if that is broken, 17,700 to 720 levels should act as a support today. So these are the levels. And also if you look at the open interest, we talked about how calls have been heavily written in the system. So in case the markets are moving 17,950 and higher, then people will be falling into trouble, and that can propel the markets even higher because of short covering. So that has to be kept in mind. Coming to Bank Nifty, it did not have a good day yesterday, although it ended in the positive, but the up move in Bank Nifty was not sustained. We talked about 39,400 acting as a very, very strong resistance, and exactly markets touched those level, and then it fell from there. It could not recover for the entire day. So going into trade tomorrow, yesterday's low, yesterday's high to be marked, like just like I said in the post market show yesterday, that if either of those are broken, if yesterday's high is broken, and markets can move higher, and yesterday's low is broken, market can come lower. So you can keep those levels in mind, and in case either of that is not happening, the markets can have a range bound movement throughout the day, and that will make the expiry, that is tomorrow expiry day, would be made into a little volatile expiry is what we can expect. So apart from that, we have discussed Nifty, Bank Nifty, and not expecting the IT sectors to do that well. Maybe the auto sector yesterday, which ran up quite a bit, maybe there is some steam left, so you have to wait and see. Coming to economic calendar front, we have some data coming in. We have the UK inflation rate coming in at 11:30 a.m. in the morning. Then we have the European GDP rate coming in now at 2:30. So let us see what are the expectations. So European GDP is expected to be slightly higher this time by 0.7 percentage, and the UK inflation is likely to be higher by 0.4 percentage. So right, last time it came at 9.4, this time they're expecting 9.8 percentage. Definitely not a good sign. And lastly, we have the US FOMC minutes of the meeting coming at 11:30 p.m. at night. So this is also crucial. We have to look at the statements coming from the Fed chairman regarding the inflation rate and the interest rate hike possible that is upcoming, and also the outlook for the economy in general. So these comments could be crucial, and they will be announced post market hours. Apart from the FOMC minutes is at night, so the other two things, the US inflation rate and the European GDP growth rate, those will be announced within the market hours. So you can keep an eye on those, because that can have an impact on the European markets. If European markets are moving significantly, that can also have effect in our market as well. So apart from that, we're not expecting a very volatile day. Usually Wednesdays are volatile, but since the market has run up, maybe it can consolidate a bit. So that is what we're expecting. So let's see how the things go. I'll update you on the post market show. So that is all from my side for now. Thank you for watching and have a great day.